Excuse me. Were you working here for the last 2 years?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, we were laid off. Almost everyone was laid off.
Do you remember when the nurses stayed here?
Yes.
So were you here then?
No, I wasn't here. I was laid off, but there was some guys
You were
here.
laid off?
Yeah, I was laid off. They only
This
kept
hotel
like
was
3
busy.
guys. Yeah, but see, they only kept like it was like the senior guys, the most senior guys they kept. It was like a skeleton staff. It was only like 2 or 3 guys.
You lived right there on 204. Buses and
Yeah.
everywhere was shut down except
And they
here.
were taking the bus like to different hospitals they were taking. Yeah.
So I spoke to a lot of the nurses when they were taking their
Yeah.
breaks and stuff. And I asked them, I said, have you seen any COVID-19 people? Nobody was.
That was early. That was early. That was like
No,
in
no,
March.
No, no, I live here. I pass here every day.
But that was like March of what? 2020? March and April
March,
of 2020.
April, May.
Yeah, they were here for like 4 months. Yeah.
And I asked one of them, like Saturday nights, they'd all be, smoking and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, tell me, what do you see at the hospital? Because I went to the hospital.
I don't know. There's a lot of people dying, man. I don't know what they were dying of.
On TV. So I asked you, that's why I asked if you worked here with
Yeah.
Yo, something is fishy.
I don't know. Awful lot of people died. I don't know what they died of. They died of
but
something.
You hear that on TV.
No, I know people who died, so I don't want to. Don't even bring that up, man. If you're one of the deniers, that's your opinion. That's fine. I know a lot of people who died. Man, so
That's why I want
that's
to
up to you.
Facts, man. Sorry that you were laid off.
Have a good night.
I don't know. Now I want that one.
It's just a fleece blanket.
Ooh.
It's amazing. Ooh, I think it.
Yeah, she said, and I was joking, and she said, we all be talking over each other all the time. Did you notice that like every time I would even start talking about something or like when I try to show you the video? When I try to show you the video?
Excuse me. Are you guys medical staff?
Yeah.
How is it in the hospitals?
Oh, I wish we could tell you. We're not even in the hospital. We're at a nurse.
Is it really that bad?
What's on your head?
Is it really that bad?
We're not in the hospital. I can't tell
Oh,
Yeah,
I
sorry.
thought,
We're
I'm hearing all the hospitals are overcrowded and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not?
You just stay safe out there. That's all.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
And you get an entree and then you get
Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, we're in April, so
Everybody's guessing.
yeah. I think
So
it's all
temporary is to
guesswork.
flatten the cone. Yeah,
Yes.
the big thing is.
But if you can get it to flatten and people stay isolated, then it'll begin to drop. And then if it starts to drop, if all those people who are infected stay, that's the big thing is, you or I could be sick right now and not even know it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have these symptoms. It takes up to 14 days. So at 12 days you start feeling sick, you get a fever. How many people have you been in contact with? So that's what's kind of scary. So but once that curve flattens, then the
Contact
next
is
thing should
physical
be a couple
touching
of
or
weeks
like-
and then drop it.
Just
Well,
even breathing?
just breathe in the same air. That's why you've got to stay like that 6 feet. Because if you get too close and I breathe out and you breathe in, and I'm sick, then you are going to take it. And then same thing.
Awesome, thanks, man.
The bottle comes out with it.
Yeah. When you exhale, so this is not to keep me healthy. This keeps you from breathing my air. So when you have a conversation and you keep, you know, then you're not going to breathe in my air. And so if I'm sick and I don't know it, then you breathe it in and take it, spread it to other people. That's the goal.
So you can't breathe in the same air as somebody else. You have to be
Right.
And that's why they're
Yeah.
always saying, you know, at least 6 feet.
Yeah. Because my breath shouldn't cross 6 feet. Now, if we were standing here and it was windy blowing your way, 6 feet wouldn't be enough. Because I could breathe out and it'd be on you in a half a second, you know.
But they said also heat also stops.
Heat slows it. So, yeah, as this weather begins to warm in the next couple of weeks, that's good. But like tonight, cool back down, you know, which is weird because typically viruses don't do well in cold weather. Typically because if you think,
I thought it was hot weather.
well, in cold weather, molecules condense, right? And they spread, but in hot weather they expand. So yeah, this is kind of an unusual thing, but I don't know. It's
How about touching surface? That's the one I made of.
That's another thing. So, you know, if I touch your bike and I've got something on my hands and you touch it, it lives for, I think, 30 minutes to an hour on days. Okay. So that's the bad thing is, you know, and especially you lean against the fence.
That's all carbon fiber, right? That's all carbon fiber, right?
That's
How
a
much is
fancy
the
bike.
It's heavy. This is it's a $500 bike.
Ah,
No.
So, sir, did you actually see cases of the coronavirus?
so we are here, we provide support for the medical teams that are going and seeing the patients. So there's, you know, this whole hotel is full with just medical staff right now. That's the only people in here, medical staff, who are going every day to 14 different hospitals and providing extra medical care for them.
You guys are lucky that you get a whole...
Yeah. So the hotel, I guess, was closed because, you know, people aren't really traveling. So the hotel was closed. So the company that's bringing all the staff here said, hey, open the hotel, we'll fill your rooms.
So one hotel, so it's
Yeah, I actually live right there.
Oh, do
So,
you?
yeah.
Okay.
So this is usually extremely busy.
Yes.
So, but you haven't seen any cases yourself, have you?
I have not, because we don't go
Because I
into the
went
hospital.
down to Bellevue to see if I could volunteer or something, and it's like empty down there.
Yeah.
Then I went out to Mount Sinai,
We have staff going to Bellevue and to Mount Sinai.
and it's empty, and I heard it's overcrowded.
You know, I
and
keep
busy.
hearing people say things like our Uber driver yesterday said the hospitals are empty.
Empty,
But
yeah.
that's not what they're saying. They're coming, I mean, so,
you have to get inside.
yeah.
But still, even if it's busy inside, you would see some activity outside.
They say the hospitals are empty.
Yeah, they don't want volunteers.
But
Yeah.
it's not the regular ER, thing.
We're guessing. They say it's busy and it's overflowing, and people are traumatic, and people are working triple shifts, and I don't see that.
Well, all of our people work at 12 hours, off 12, back on 12, off 12, and when they come back, there's another group.
Do you
going.
see them all shaken up and stuff? These guys didn't look shaken up.
You talk to some of them, they'll all tell you about the patients and what's happening in there. It's definitely, yeah.
This works though.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes,
Every
that's a big
second.
thing.
Always.
Yeah, every time, in between every interaction, good to go. Yeah.
Stay safe.
All right, you guys too. Thanks for being out here.
Everywhere was shut down except
And they were taking the bus like to different hospitals they were taking, yeah.
So I spoke to a lot of the nurses when they were taking their
Yeah.
breaks and stuff. And I asked them, I said, have you seen any COVID-19? Nobody was.
That was early. That was early. That was like in March.
No. I live here. I pass here every day.
That was like March of what? 2020? March and April of 2020.
April, May.
Yeah. They were here for like 4 months, yeah.
And I asked all of them, like Saturday nights, they'd all be, smoking and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, tell me, what do you see at the hospital? Because I went to the hospital.
I don't know. There's a lot of people dying, man. I don't know what they were dying of.
On TV. So I asked you, that's why I asked if you worked here with them.
Yeah.
Yo, something is fishy.
I don't know. Awful lot of people died. I don't know what they died of. They died of
but
something.
You hear that on TV.
I know people who died, so I don't want to. Don't even bring that up, man. If you wanted to deny us, that's your opinion. That's fine. I know a lot of people who died, man, so
That's why I want
that's up to you.
Sorry that you were laid off.
Have a good night.